if you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Southern California. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. That is Juju Brents coming off the corner blitz, getting in to record the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it. You can see in the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Christian Watson. A 39-yard gain on the play.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle. They face second down and 7.
Second and 7.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
And the Texans first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
DJ Johnson. A loss of a yard on the
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
The coverage by Zion McCollum.
Little's kick is good. And the Texans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
38-yard line.
Open man downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row and another first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up third down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
At the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. Headed left, find time.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll try to run for it, and he will score! Aaron Rodgers, touchdown Los Angeles. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Rams move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw. It's perfect. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
5 yards picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Got it with Smith in Jigba. They get an even 20 on that one. First down for Houston.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Houston.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Once again, it's Jacobs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time...
Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 39.
On play action, Rodgers. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
23 yards. And the Rams first down.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That is intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. So that'll bring up fourth down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punt it away. Back deep is Darius Davis. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Play action now with Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Isaiah Rodgers, the former Eagle. He gets in there, and he's got a sack.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And back deep, it is Trey Palmer. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? The coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South.
And the rush gets home. He'll look down. They got him.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality, you just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6-11 at the bottom and looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, like, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements, the way the NFL schedule is set up. It's all tied. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners, the Rams and Sean McVay, always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder when those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division.
The pressure is too much, and he goes down. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think he put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. He's healthy. He's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Houston.
It is a big-time play for Houston. 37 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Whoa! Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Perfect. That one taken in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Houston.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I started the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year, McCaffrey, and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. The tackle for loss.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Houston. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over.
Herbert's pass, intended for Trey Palmer, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Seahawks at home to take on their NFC West rivals, the 49ers. And it's the man who missed last year but is back now, J.J. McCarthy. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The 49ers had a lot of roster turnover in the offseason, but they get the win in the season opener. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Dortch now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. He'll step up and run. They'll come up here. First and 10.
That's good for a Rams first down.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. Down to the 10. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Rams. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Rams move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Palmer now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Texans offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Fake the handoff. Al Herbert. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Now it's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down, Houston.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing now is Herbert. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
The motion man here is Mitchell. The master of play action, Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's third and 7.
Third down and 7.
Throwing, Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Punt team headed out for the Rams. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. At the 20-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's the third.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down, Texans.
Running is Jacobs. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down, and that is incomplete. The Texans set to punt this one away.
The coverage by Charvarius Ward.
And he'll get a few yards on this return past the 15-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Their lead is just a point. They begin it on this drive with first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Second and 11 at the 17.
Now Rodgers. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
And the Rams first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example of a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, 3-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of game.
First down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Rodgers. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Rams first down.
First down, it is Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On the ground. This is Chandler. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Rams first down.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Palmer now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. On play action, it's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Jacobs.
We're about ready now for the punt. He forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Rams offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Olave coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Rams.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
Play action now with Rodgers. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. Here's second and 2.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. yards on the pickup.
Herbert
Brings up second
keeping it
and
on the zone read. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second and 7.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll air one out for Palmer. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Rams take over first and 10.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now second
Play
and
fake.
10.
It's Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Yards. And the Rams first down.
Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
16-yard line.
Left side, caught by and he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
That's good for our Rams. First down.
They'll run it with Williams. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Yards. That's another Rams first down.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 13.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Palmer now to return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. On first and 10, here's Herbert. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson.
Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. A gain of 12. First down.
Throwing on first down. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. Throw on the run is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the
Third and 11. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete. The Rams punting unit coming out. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard line.
Now a play fake. Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch.
Herbert's pass.
From the 20. Here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Herbert's pass.
And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Texans first down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Here's first and 10. Now it's Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now Herbert. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And a good job early to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Houston.
Throwing again, Herbert. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown Texans. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He'll swing that out wide, and he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful, and game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. In motion, Lamb. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And when they needed to come up with a play the most, Mike, this defense delivers. They desperately needed to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance to go pull this one out. Now they come away with a big takeaway, and at the end of this game, they've got a shot.
Herbert now on 1st down. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. Here's 2nd down.
Number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Here we go. 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this precious spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. Oh, and a pressure there. He's taking a throwaway, and he's taken down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 27-yard line.
So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown on the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert to throw. That one complete to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Rams offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From 31, here is 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains 1 step ahead of him. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price. You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Texans offense ready to take over once again. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Offense retains possession.
Throwing now is Herbert. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. The center, Joe Tippmann, guilty that time. Now Herbert. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. Not far here. Third and a lot.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Herbert. This one intercepted. Picked off by Tavarius Ward.
Mike, find me a defense that doesn't love being part of a battle like this in overtime. I mean, the back and forth, stop after stop. And now this group comes through with a huge turnover to now give their offense a chance to go out there and finally end this ball game.
In motion, Lamb. They'll go with Williams. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
He was brought down by Jordan.
Ball on the
Rabbit.
36 now. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a
1st and 10.
And the Rams first down.
Again, and here comes Williams. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
A run now for Chandler. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and 9.
It's 3rd and 9.
Now it's Williams. So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. As 4th down is looming. This kick is good. He got it. And the Rams will move out in front, 27-24.